In September 2024, OpenAI launched its groundbreaking deep thinking model series, the O1. Today, we're going to explore how this tool is revolutionizing the way we approach complex problems. We're talking about a model that's not only fast and efficient, but also capable of the kind of deliberate, thoughtful reasoning that we humans pride ourselves on. It's not just another set of GPT models. It's a deep thinking LLM unlike anything we've seen before. More importantly, the problem-solving skills of this model are off the charts. But how does it do it? What sets O1 apart from other AI models? And what does this mean for the future of AI? Keep watching to find out. The recent shift in AI. Before we get into what the OpenAI O1 actually is, let's talk about the state of AI before this release. For a long time, AI models have been all about speed and efficiency. They've been trained to recognize patterns, make predictions, and give quick answers based on what they've learned. They work like super fast calculators that spit out premeditated solutions in a flash. But there's a problem with this approach. It's great for simple tasks, but when it comes to complex problems that require human-like thought and deliberation, traditional AI models often fall short. Think about it like this. Let's suppose our brains have two different systems for thinking. System 1 is quick and intuitive, while System 2 is slow and deliberate. System 1 is what helps us quickly recognize a friend's face or decide what to eat for dinner. System 2 is what we use when we're trying to solve a complicated math problem or make a big life decision. Traditional AI models have been primarily focused on System 1 thinking. They're good at recognizing patterns and making quick decisions, but they struggle with tasks that require System 2's deep thinking and reasoning. This can lead to some serious limitations. For example, AI models can sometimes be biased because they're trained on data that reflects the biases of the people who created it. They can also make mistakes when faced with unfamiliar or complex problems. So, what's the solution? We need AI models that can go beyond System 1 thinking and tap into the power of System 2. Well, that's exactly what OpenAI's O1 model is. OpenAI's O1 model. The O1 models are a huge step forward from the GPT-4 models we've seen before. Unlike their predecessors, which were all about speed and efficiency, these new models are designed to take their time and really think things through before they give you an answer. This approach is especially useful for tackling tough problems in fields like science, coding, and math. The O1 models have already shown some amazing results in tests. For example, in a qualifying exam for the International Mathematics Olympiad, the GPT-4 models could only solve about 13% of the problems correctly, but the O1 preview model, which is still being tested, got 83% of the answers right. That's a huge improvement, and it shows just how powerful these new models can be for solving complex problems. Key features. Now, let's get into the features. The O1 models are packed with some pretty cool features that make them different from anything we've seen before. First, they're designed with enhanced reasoning capabilities. This means they can do a better job of analyzing information and coming up with more accurate answers, especially when it comes to science, technology, engineering, and math. Second, they've done incredibly well on benchmark tests. They've performed much better than older models, showing just how powerful they can be with a little more improvement. Third, OpenAI has put in place some new safety protocols to make sure these models are used responsibly. Unlike what we've seen with older models, they've scored 84 on safety tests, making it harder for people to trick them or misuse them. Finally, if you're a pro user of ChatGPT, you can already try out the O1 models. This is great news for people who need a really powerful AI assistant. Applications. The O1 models have a huge range of possible uses. Let's look at a few key areas where they could make a big difference. Scientists can use these models to generate hypotheses, analyze data, and even perform complex calculations in seconds. This could speed up scientific discoveries. It also helps with coding. Developers can use these models to write code, find and fix bugs, and optimize their algorithms. Education. The O1 models could be great educational tools for students, explaining complex topics in a way that's accessible and easy to understand. Finally, problem solving. Businesses can use these models to brainstorm solutions and refine their strategies. This could help them to be more productive overall. Limitations. Even though the O1 models are really impressive, they still have some limitations. For example, they can't do certain tasks like browsing the web or uploading files, which limits their use quite a bit. Also, the O1 models are still in their early stages. They'll probably need to be improved a lot more before they can do everything they're capable of. What is OpenAI's O1 model capable of? To see just how good the O1 model is at solving problems, OpenAI tested it with a tricky puzzle. This puzzle comes from a popular computer game and goes like this. A princess is as old as the prince will be when the princess is twice as old as the prince was when the princess's age was half the sum of their present age. That might sound confusing, but it's actually a fun brain teaser. The goal is to figure out how old the prince and princess are right now. Here's how how the O1 model solved the issue. Decoding the problem. To tackle this puzzle, we must first translate the riddle into mathematical expression. This involves identifying the variables and the relationships between them. Let's denote P equals current age of the prince, R equals current age of the princess. Next, we must dissect the riddle step by step, identifying key points that will help us formulate equations. The puzzle states that the princess's current age, R, is equal to the prince's future age when certain conditions are met. The princess's age will be twice the prince's age at a previous time. This previous time is defined by the princess's age being half the sum of their current ages. Now, we can begin constructing our equations. Setting up the equation. Let's break down the riddle further to establish our equations. The first step is to determine the sum of their current ages. Sum of ages equals P plus R. We need to find the age of the princess when her age was half this sum. Half the sum equals P plus R divided by 2. We also need to consider what the ages of both characters were at that time. Let's define that time difference as T, where T equals R minus P plus R divided by 2. Now, we can express the prince's age at that time. Prince's age at that time equals P minus T. With these definitions, we can now create the primary equation as per the riddle's instructions. R equals 2 times P minus T. Substituting for T gives us R equals 2 times minus R minus P plus R divided by 2. Now we have a complex equation that we can simplify and solve for P and R. Solving the equations. After substituting and rearranging the equations, we could reach a point where we isolate one variable. This process often involves algebraic manipulation, such as combining like terms and simplifying fractions. Ultimately, we can derive the relationship between the ages. P equals 6k, where k is any natural number. R equals 8k, which represents the princess's age. This means the ages of the prince and princess are multiples of a natural number k. For instance, if k equals 1, then prince's age equals 6 years. Princess's age equals 8 years. Verifying the solution. Make sure we've got the right answer. We need to double check our work. We can do this by putting the numbers we found back into the original puzzle and seeing if they make sense. If they do, then we know we've got the right answer. For example, we can check that when the princess is 8 years old, the prince will be 10 years old, which is twice his age when the princess was 4. This matches what the puzzle says, so it looks like we've got the correct solution. So there you have it. These O1 models are a big step forward for AI. As they continue to get better, we can expect them to be able to reason even more clearly, be even safer, and perform even better. This could lead to more and more businesses and researchers using these models to solve really difficult problems. As AI gets closer to achieving artificial general intelligence, AGI, it's even more important to make sure it's safe and ethical. OpenAI is doing a great job of taking these issues seriously, and they're setting a good example for other companies in the AI industry. Thanks for joining us on this pleasantly surprising update in the world of AI. Don't forget to subscribe to the AI Pulse for more updates on the latest advancements in tech. Until next time, thanks for watching.